Hello, this is Survival-gyver, and today we are looking at the Jellas, Jellas, Bushcraft knife. So this is a 9-inch outdoor knife, 9-inch total length. It's an 8CR steel. Take a look at that in just a moment. Comes in two colors, well, two main colors anyway. There's blue and black, and there's orange and black. And they also have a couple of versions, green and purple, and a bunch of others if you really want to take a look down the rabbit hole of all those weird ones. So, at first glance, it kind of reminds me of a Mora knife with this sheath. Back in this is a little bit different, but just to make sure, is a more basic, and it's similar. Difference is the Mora's got this little clip on the front here, which does not unfortunately fit in there. That would have been kind of cool. But, yep, so that's what we got. So, sheath is pretty solid. It's got a little bit of noise this way. Got a drain hole at the end. Otherwise, it's pretty solid. Got a little notch here to help you get the knife out, which is nice, because sometimes it's really tight. And there you go. Now this is a budget knife by a brand that's been around since I think 1983, when I was doing my research on this. I didn't recognize the brand. And let me see if I could zoom in here. So this is an 8CR 13 MOV steel. It's a little dirty because I did put it through some paces. There's actually a little roll at the end here. It was resharpened a little bit. You can see how it's a little wider at the tip than it is everywhere else. So, here's what it is. I can get this, here we go. I want to get this to focus. Grind structure looks fine. It doesn't look like some of the other ones we have, or that I've had in the past. It's got this little shield logo on it. That's the Jellas logo. A lot of the newer ones, especially the orange one, which they just started showing recently, actually says Jellas on this part of the spine, and it's quite a bit wider for the main part. It just says the steel on the back. It is really lightweight. It's got a textured plastic handle for all little diamonds. A little bit of imprinted jimping on the back, which does help, because otherwise the back is a little slick. But so I'm listing stuff that are bad with it. This knife costs less than $10, or actually I think it costs $10 currently. So it's not a super expensive knife in any means. This is a budget knife, just if you want to throw it in the back of your vehicle or fishing gear, or you just collect random knives buying all sorts of brands, then this would be it. Supposedly this is full tang, and I kind of disagree. So this is a neodymium magnet. Stops about there. That's a little more than halfway. Yep, there it goes. So right there is where it pretty much sits, and then it comes off. So, again, it's a $10 knife. So half the length, even though I think it's listed as a full tang, and it's really not. It does have the nice little lanyard hole at the end, and the handle is actually quite comfortable, even with this ridge on the back. Both left hand and right hand. Sits well in the hand, at least my hand. Almost impossible to keep clean. Spine isn't so bad either. It's actually decently thick. In comparison to like the more basic, just in case you're interested. Here's the more basic from before. The more basic is more money, and more is a major name brand, while Jellas is not. This has some texture on it, but really smooth otherwise. And the blade is much thinner. Much thinner. So, just in case you're comparing it to a Mora. But again, a Mora is a better knife typically. So, yeah, I also like how it's got the hardened back piece on it, so you can use it to, to hit with something, Help if I put it in the right sheath. Just in case you're wondering, it doesn't fit in the sheath. It doesn't lock to anything in either orientation. Also, the mower is weird because you can see the spine on the end is not finished. It's kind of like they did something funky with the back end of that. But, yep. So that is the Jellas Bushcraft knife. In the link in the descriptions, there'll be the link for the orange one and this blue one. The orange one's actually $1 more. I'm not sure why. It's the same steel. So I'll link both, just in case you want to know. So they're still below $10. So if you just want a cheap knife, you can actually, see with me testing it, the tip is not straight. The tip's got a little bit of a bend to it. See it right there. So, you get what you pay for. But again, if you're looking for just a cheap, like, throwaway knife, it's not a bad deal. It's probably one of the cheaper fixed blade knives that I've picked up in the past. So, that's it. So thank you for watching. Questions or comments, leave it below and I will answer them as soon as I can. Links will be in the description. I will add this to my Amazon store when I finally get it up and running. Probably in the knife section. That was the magnet going onto my computer tower. That's it. Questions, comments, leave them below in the comment section, even if it's a suggestion for something that you want me to review. It may take me a couple of months, but I will eventually get around to it. So, that's it. Thank you for watching, and have a glorious night.